And a very big thank you to the RRG Group, who are my latest sponsor and will be throughout the season, going home and away all over Europe, the FA Cup, of course the Carabao Cup as well, and in the Premier League. Thanks for your support, guys. I'm starting tonight's vlog here at the Academy Stadium. I don't know if you've seen inside, not properly anyway. I can't show you everything, but this is the press room. That's of course where the press would sit. This is for pre-match press conferences. And just behind me here on these seats on the top table is where Pep and maybe players would sit as well when they address the media. You've probably seen the outside shots of the Academy, but what you might not realise is that this press room is actually attached to the stadium. It's half-time at the moment, actually, in the City Dinamo Zagreb under-19 game. And so you can see there, if I do that, that we're right next to where the stadium is. So behind that glass is the press room that I was just in, and here we are now inside the stadium with the under-19 game actually taking place behind me. Quite a facility, isn't it?
I think it's fantastic. Yeah, the facilities are really good. Yeah, it's a pity that we don't have more people at these games because they'd appreciate them more. I think if they did come.
I mean, City must be the envy of so many clubs because you look around, and you see this facility. This is just for the women, for the academy, for the EADS. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Exactly,
it's brilliant. I don't understand why it's not appreciated. But I come regularly and with friends, and we both really love it. But then come to watch the kids. They're really good, and they play nice football. And in a setting like this, it's great, isn't it? Great. It's great for development long term.
And so from the under-19 game in the mini stadium in the Academy, here we are at the main stadium. It's a Champions League night, and one of the subjects that just won't go away, Pep mentioned it at his press conference ahead of this game, he said about trying to seduce the City fans into loving the Champions League more. So why do City fans not love the Champions League as much as the Premier League? I do. Well, let's ask a few and see if we can nail down what it is about the Champions League that some fans, and maybe the ones who are here tonight are the ones who love it, but some fans don't like.
Yeah, I think there's something against City, and they just don't want us to win it.
So that's your reason.
That's in my opinion.
The Premier League over the Champions League.
Yeah, I prefer the Premier. I'd like to get the monkey off our back and win it, and then say, you can have it. You can have your Champions League. I don't want it anymore. I would rather watch the Premiership.
I don't think I've spoke to any that don't like it. I think really from where the club was many years, especially when I was here, to where it is now is incredible, and to do what they did last year. I think this is the holy grail, really, isn't it? The Champions League, to win the Champions League. He may be just playing it down just to take the pressure off, but I'm sure you speak to many City fans, and this is the holy grail to win the Champions League. I would think so, anyway.
I don't, but I do. I like the atmosphere, obviously, and I love the drums. The drums is a big thing for me. Being an ex-steward, I used to love, the atmosphere. But my son loves Champions League, so I'm here with him, and that's why.
Why do you not like it?
Again, I don't know, but I don't like it. The same reason that I don't like United. I don't know, I just don't.
I love the Champions League for the atmosphere and just absolutely love it.
So Pep doesn't have to convince you then?
No. I'd like to win the Premier League more, but the Champions League is for the future.
Why do they not like the Champions League? Well, I think it's the perception of UEFA having it in for us. The financial fair play fiasco, some of the refereeing decisions over the years, the use of VAR or non-correct use of VAR last year, the non-use of VAR in the Liverpool games the year before. I think would have gone through with proper decisions on both those occasions. So those things have all contributed to the feeling that we're not meant to win this.
Comfortable win for Manchester City. Comfortable win in Shakhtar once again, wasn't it? This side they're playing against haven't won away in this competition for 12 games. If they lose tonight, they've set the new record. So comfortable for City at home. Wonder what starting lineup Pep will play. One more game before the international break. I'm just sure they want to get through. Everybody fit, unscathed before Wolves at the weekend, but a comfortable City win 2-0.
I know who will be able to give me the definitive answer of why City fans are not keen on the Champions League. One of my fellow reporters, Stuart Brennan from the Manchester Evening News.
When you asked me to tell you what the reason was, I had to write a list down because there's so many of them. So if you let me read from the list, obviously the big one is FFP. You know, City fans felt they were unfairly targeted for FFP. They thought it was an unfair rule, which I would tend to agree with, and it was a means of stopping them from progressing in Europe and catching up with the established elite, if you like. So that was one of it. And of course the Moscow thing, which was a disgrace. Let's be honest. City fans had bought flights and hotels to go to the game and then were told that they weren't allowed to go because the CSKA fans had misbehaved. And then UEFA made no attempt whatsoever to recompense them or help them in any way. So that was appalling. You know, City's real die-hard, hardcore fans who were going to Moscow for that game. Then, of course, going back to the Porto game when City were fined more money for being late out, about 30 seconds late out for the second half, than Porto were fined for their fans racially abusing Mario Balotelli. I mean, what's that about? I think quite a few fans also unhappy at the lack of action against Liverpool for bricking the bus. You know, it was a fairly light punishment, really, when you consider the magnitude of what went on there. And also, you keep getting, you know, City have been absolutely brilliant. You know, people keep talking about them as the best team in the world, but they can't get any players in any of these select 11s. You know, the FIFA have done it and UEFA have done it as well. They just keep completely ignoring City players when it comes to the big awards. So I think all these things all thrown in together have really annoyed City fans, and I think understandably so.
Are you a fan of the Champions League?
Not really, no.
Why?
Just the way they treated us in the past. The fines, especially the Balotelli one with the racial, the abuse he got, and then we got fined a lot more for coming out a minute late in the second half.
You'd like to see City winning though, wouldn't you?
I can see with everything, but I'd rather take the Premiership over the Champions League myself.
When we were playing in the old second division, did we ever want to play in this championship? Did we ever want this? Absolutely we did. This is exactly what we aspired to, it's what we wanted, and now we've got it. Let's get behind the team. Let's forget the fact that we feel a bit hacked off by it all, but let's go for it and get behind the team. Let's try and win it. We want to win it.
Confident tonight?
I don't know an awful lot about Zagreb. I know, and that kind of worries me. But you know, you get some of the old City doubts nowadays when you think we've been that good for so long. The bubble's going to burst, so you get that. But that's why we still love the club, right? We love coming here. We love doing what we do, and yeah, we'll still be here next week, and we'll still be here if the money runs out, and that's it, because that's what we're about. So that's our club.
What do you think tonight?
We're going to win tonight. We're going to win. And yeah, I want to win the Champions League. So I want to shut those little red scousers up.
I do love the competition, all because it's the European clubs. I think it is a great stage to be on. It's a great achievement to be in this competition. And I would love us to win it, because I think that would make us the biggest step up to make us that bigger club that we need to get as a name.
It feels like there's a but there as well.
But it is a but. It is, though, the Premier League is your bread and butter.
Why?
It's just because how hard it is to win. You know, you got all the course over the season. There's 38 games, and it doesn't matter who you play in the Premier League. Every team is hard. Champions League, bit of element of luck at times. You know, you see with Ajax how they get to semi-finals and other teams previously. I just think Premier League is your bread and butter and the main one to win.
What do you think of the Champions League then?
I want to win it.
I'd rather win the Premier League.
I'm a Champions League personally, but
Is this a generational thing then?
Yeah, it might be. Premier League every time for me.
Champions League.
Separate the two of you then.
You know what? I saw that thing where they were talking about whether you want to win the league or whether you'd prefer to win the Champions League. And I was amazed that the vast majority of the people said that they would rather win the league rather than the Champions League. So it's a cup that we've not won, so I don't get it really. I can understand like the primeval rivalry that goes on in the UK, but really, you know, the one that we've not done, you know, it'd be great to have it under our belt, and then we can actually say champions of Europe. Why not?
Possession, some good combination play. David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Sergio Aguero, exciting. But that final pass has not been there tonight so far. It's been a bit of frustration. Obviously playing against a wall of 5 and 6 and getting even 9 and 10 players behind the ball. It's going to be a really frustrating night if we're not careful. But when all said and done, that final ball has got to be better. Certainly from wide areas. Cancelo's getting more into the game, and actually add to that the Benjamin Mendy, although he's been getting forward, is having to put balls in the box where he's trying to pick out Sergio Aguero. So he's got to be moving the ball faster, it's got to be quicker, but I think eventually we'll break them down. I don't see it being a high scoring game second half, but I do feel the City has got too much.
It's a bit of a strange performance really. I mean, it could have been 5-0, but then again, we didn't really look that exciting. I don't know, I can't really describe it. I mean, they were shocking. They were one of the worst teams I've seen in a long time. They just hooped up. I don't think Edison did anything all game. But that restricted us really, and it restricted the fans as well, and it was a quiet night really. Obviously we got the 3 points, top of the group, that's all that matters, but a strange one.
What a defensive display they had today. From the keeper to all the men behind the ball. We have to be clinical. I have to say that as the season goes on. We have to be clinical, shoot at first sight. I think we've done all right tonight. My highlight tonight's got to be a young man that I admire. Foden coming on in 5 minutes less and banging a goal. There you go. The referee, in my opinion, refed a good game. It was fair. Gave 2 yellow cards out to both managers. So whether it was a penalty or not, I'll have to have a look at it again. But we've got the 3 points, we're on the way home, at top of the group. We've just got to think now, but it's mentally drains you when a team comes to just sit back and not attack. We had to break them down, and what 2 technical subs there by Pep, both scored, Sterling and Foden.
City played beautiful, ref didn't do too many good decisions, was 2-0, woo!
It was a patient performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, by Phil Foden, goal!
It was an awesome game. First half was a bit slow, but they were playing very good. Almost created 5 to 4 chances. But in second half, Sterling goal was awesome. And at the end, Foden, awesome goal.
I mean, I thought City showed a lot of patience, a lot of control.
Yeah.
But it was actually a very mature performance in Europe. They didn't panic, did they?
No, did not panic at all. In the first half also they missed around 5 chances, but they did not panic. In second half they came strong, and Sterling, of course, Sterling and Foden, goal, awesome goals.
It was my first game and I really enjoyed it. Sterling and Foden were too good and I enjoyed watching them.
Your first game?
Yeah.
So be coming back then?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. Thank you, City.
What do you think of the game?
Well, alright. I'm not a Man City fan.
You're not?
No.
Rotherham.
Come from Rotherham, yeah.
So what have you got a City scarf for then? Are you a City fan now?
2 kits.
2 kits?
Your away kit and this kit.
Excellent. You're not telling me you're still a Rotherham fan after
Still a Rotherham fan.
Did you enjoy it though?
Only been to 2 matches. Rotherham v City, we got hammered 7-0.
And then you come back for more?
Yes.
Blimey.
Probably Leicester.
You're obviously the good luck mascot.
He's turning around and he's saying it should have been 7-0. I says you can't have that every time.
I know, but we scored. We had chances before half time. We had about 5 chances, didn't we? and we should have put him away nicely. Good defence of them, but we still had the chances. We penetrated them. It's not like we didn't enter the zone, didn't we? We had them chances, should have been easily put away. There was a penalty opportunity that didn't pick up just before half time as well. Should have had a penalty. But it doesn't matter, we win, we're through, next round, bring it on.
Well, they were patient, weren't they?
They was very patient. That's what I like about the whole scenario of City's game.
Foden, though, yeah.
Foden come on last minute, do it. Happy day.
Stop
He ran on the pitch. He couldn't wait to get on. He ran on right in, got stuck in, and the result of it, he got a goal. Happy days. Move on.
Stop Pele. He's made history tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes. And long may, because he's got to wait his turn and stop listening to what the pundit are saying about him need to be getting in there right now. Wait his turn, be patient. City is a squad, not a team. Everybody will get a game. You get me? We're playing the most game all season. Just be patient and wait a turn and just keep out of the media and don't listen to what Jamie Carragher and all the idiot Neville pundits are saying. Be patient. City is a team. It's a squad. You will get your game. You get me? It's a rotation thing that we're playing. So just be patient and it'll come through.
The strange thing is, as I sum this game up, I've got a feeling that a lot of people aren't going to agree with me, which I'll find bizarre, but anyway, this is my opinion. I thought the team performance was top class. I was mesmerised by the passing. I thought in Europe it was a really mature performance against a team who came to defend and put lots of bodies behind the ball. I thought Ilkay Gundogan was superb in the way that he recycled the ball. He always seemed to anticipate everything, got the ball moving forward. He played alongside Rodri in the centre of that defensive midfield area, and yet he was the positive one that was carrying the ball forward. Rodri played very well in a different way, covering in front of the back four. As usual, Fernandinho, very unselfishly and almost unnoticed, did some great defending. There was superb movement from David Silva, from Riyad Mahrez and other players in the team. Aguero worked so hard. I just really enjoyed that game. I thought it was superb. A really good, mature European performance. Now, some people might not have enjoyed the game as much as I did, but I can only tell it as it is. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much to the RRG Group and, of course, Hotclickmarketing, who are my two sponsors on the vlogs, which I really appreciate. And thanks to you for watching. I'll be back doing it all again against Wolves at the weekend. It's a Sunday game, so if you see me out and about, come and say hello, contribute to the vlog. I'd love you to. The final thing I can say really is, because I'm lost for words now, is, as ever, it's great being a Blue. See you next time.
And as ever, a very big thank you to Hotclickmarketing, who can get your company to the top of Google searches. So give them a call. And thanks for your support, guys.